Do not watch this video unless you want to know the true origins of the Holy Bible. This book has been accepted by billions of people as the very word of God. This is what we've been told since birth, so we blindly accept it. Good thing for you, Ezekiel Mason challenges everything. Let's start with King James. He's the guy that commissioned the Bible that you have today and declared that the authorized version. What most people don't know is that King James was a Freemason. One of his primary goals during his reign was to settle the church, which he was successful in doing. In addition to commissioning the Bible and shaping the church, he also hired William Shaw as his master of work to shape Freemasonry to what it is today. When I speak about Freemasons, I'm not talking about the Masons at your local city lodge. King James was royalty and the monarch of two different countries. These are the Freemasons whose agendas shape our lives even to this very day. Let's look at the Freemason logo. Its origins come from the one at the bottom. The logo at the bottom is called the Sigil of Lucifer. You see where I'm going with this? The Sigil of Lucifer also is an exact match to the graph that they use to describe a solar eclipse. Do you find this the least bit peculiar? Armed with the knowledge of the demonic origins of Freemasonry, coupled with the fact that this guy, King James, was a Freemason, do you still trust that the version authorized by this guy is the very word of God? Their only goal is to deceive you. If you think they have any other goal, then you have been deceived. Take a look at this video detailing who the people in the Bible truly represent.
With the blur of confusing Judases, Thomases, Jameses, Marys, and Josephs found in the Bible, many researchers have been challenged by the Bible's name game and its who's who mysteries. One way of decoding the Bible is to profile the main cast of characters and create a royal genealogy chart. The connection between the lives of the main Bible characters and the lives of real, historical figures line up like answers in a crossword puzzle. Far from being poor and uneducated, Jesus' inner circle of family and disciples were well-educated and well-off descendants of royalty. The disciple called Nicodemus of Bethany was in reality the son of Nicomedes IV of Bithynia. Joseph of Arimathea was in reality Joseph of Judea, an extremely wealthy tin merchant and descendant of King Zedekiah and Mattathias. The Virgin Mary of Bethany was in reality Mary of Bithynia and wife of her rich uncle Joseph of Judea. Mary Magdalene, Jesus of Nazareth, Thomas, and James were the wealthy royal offspring of Hebrew-Egyptian Ptolemy queen Cleopatra VII. Why did the Bible alter and even omit key historical names and dates? To cover up the real Hebrew identities of the royal ruling families of Egypt and the Holy Roman Empire, whose secret religion was and still is the cult of Ammon. Why in the world did first-century Jews living at the time of Jesus threaten to punish by death anyone who dared to copy, sculpt, or draw the face of Jesus and his graven image? What were they afraid of? Were they afraid perhaps he might be recognized for who he really was?
You can take from this video whatever you want. For those of you who think your master gave you a book on how to be better than he is, you're sadly mistaken. Before you look to an outside source for your power, discover the power that you have within. Did you know that 1 gram of your dried DNA can store 455 exabytes of data? We're talking about digital media that you can actually see on a screen. For those who don't know, an exabyte is equivalent to 1 billion gigabytes of data. So just 1 gram of your DNA holds 455 billion gigabytes of digital media. That's the definition of a superhero. Your body is capable of things you wouldn't believe. All you have to do is stop believing them.